Standard 5. Today we will be learning latitudes and longitudes, chapter number 2. By latitudes and longitudes, what do we understand? Some kind of lines drawn on the globe or the map that we can see. We will clarify everything in this chapter. What all will we learn here? Parallels of latitudes, meridians or longitudes, important latitudes and locating places. In this session, we will be learning about parallels of latitudes only and the important latitudes. Let us see what it has to tell us. Introduction. Since the Earth is spherical in shape, it was difficult to locate a place on Earth. So, our map makers devised a system of imaginary lines to form a net or grid on maps or globes. Thus, there are a number of horizontal and vertical lines drawn on maps and globes to help us find the exact location of a place. Alright, so these are only imaginary lines. They are not drawn anywhere whatsoever, children. Okay, and can you see the latitudes? These look circular, alright, all over the globe. Alright, the entire Earth is covered by the latitudes and the longitudes. Let us move forward. Any location on Earth is described by two numbers, its latitude and its longitude. If a pilot or a ship's captain wants to specify position on a map, these are the coordinates he would use. The imaginary lines that run from east to west are called parallels or lines of latitude, and the imaginary lines that run north to south from the poles are called meridians or the lines of longitude. Now is it clear, children? Can you see the latitude? These are parallel to each other. These are all imaginary lines. Just look at them, how it moves, alright? And the closer we go towards the poles, it becomes shorter. Latitudes. Lines of latitude are east-west circles around the globe. Equator is the 0-degree latitude. It runs through the center of the globe, halfway between the North Pole and the South Pole, which are at 90 degrees. So children, North Pole is here and South Pole is here below. Now what are these three? Let's see. Equator, which runs at 0 degrees, North Pole, which is at 90 degrees north, and South Pole, which is at 90 degrees south. Now children, as we learn about the latitudes and longitudes, we always understand them by degrees, the measurement, alright, and this N and S denotes north and south. Clear? These are the hemispheres. Going ahead, the equator divides the Earth into two equal halves called hemispheres. Look at this picture, children. What it is? It is a globe. This red line is the equator, okay, and it is dividing the Earth into two equal halves. This is the northern hemisphere because it lies on the north, and this part is the southern hemisphere because it lies on the south. Here it is shown by a red line. First one, northern hemisphere. The upper half of the Earth to the north of the equator is called the northern hemisphere. Europe is in northern hemisphere, is just an example. Next, southern hemisphere. The lower half of the Earth to the south of the equator is called the southern hemisphere. And another example is Australia. So Australia is in the southern hemisphere. Look at Australia here. Going forward, you can see this grid here. Okay, so many lines are drawn here, and very minutely it is written some 30 degrees, 15 degrees. So starting from the 0 degree, which is the equator, if we move downwards, it is 15 degree south, 30 degrees south, 45 degrees south, so on and so forth till the time we don't reach 90 degrees south. And likely when we move up, we can see 15 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, all north. Okay, again same way till the time we don't reach 90 degrees north, which is the North Pole. Now we can also see the dotted lines here, children. Tropic of Capricorn in the south and Tropic of Cancer on the north of the equator. Okay. Now we can also see very clearly the hemispheres, Western Hemisphere, Eastern Hemisphere, and clearly shown here Southern Hemisphere and the Northern Hemisphere. Alright. Let's go ahead. There are some features of the latitude, and what are these features? The lines run parallel to each other. They are located at an equal distance from each other. They are also called parallels. Now just because these lines are circular, they never meet each other. Okay, just that they never meet each other, just that they keep on moving in the upward direction or the downward direction. Okay, and just that the length gets shorter and shorter till the time we don't reach the North Pole or the South Pole. Another important thing, the parallels form a complete circle round the globe, as I told you just now. North Pole and South Pole are however shown as points. Alright, though North Pole is 90 degrees and South Pole is also 90 degrees, but because it reaches up to such a point, okay, that it looks like a point. Okay, but that also is one very important latitude, children. We have to remember this. Thirdly, equator is the biggest circle. This circle gradually becomes shorter as we move away from the equator towards the poles, like I explained you already. Now, numbering of the parallels. How do we number the parallels? The numbering of the parallels starts from the equator, which is located at 0 degree. Like the way I said, we keep moving upwards and keep moving downwards. Okay, but the count begins with 0 degree. Parallels are marked from 0 to 90 degrees. Okay, this will be both north and south. Parallels are drawn at interval of 1 degree. Every 1 degree interval you have a, what do you have? Parallel. And what is this parallel? The latitude. Now another point, there are 90 parallels in the northern hemisphere and 90 in the southern hemisphere. Thus, there are 181 parallels or the lines of latitude. And lastly, children, the parallels in the northern hemisphere are marked N and the parallels in southern hemisphere are marked S. Now some of the important parallels are there. You can also see the picture here. There are some other special parallels which have been given special names. They are Tropic of Cancer, which is 23.5 degree north latitude. Tropic of Capricorn, okay, on the southern part, that is 23.5 degree south latitude. Next, Arctic Circle, again lying on the north of Tropic of Capricorn, that is 66.5 degree north latitude. And Antarctic Circle, which lies below the Tropic of Capricorn, and the degree is 66.5 degrees south. Okay, these are few names of the latitudes that you have to remember. Alright. Now latitudes tell us how far north or south from the equator a place is. That is how we calculate how far are we from the north or the south of the equator. Now this picture says temperature zones are based on latitude. What temperature zone do you live in? Now children, this is a homework for you. You need to find out what temperature zone do you live in. We live in India, and where is India? You need to find and locate in your world map. You check out your world map, you find out where India is, and you will get to understand in which zone are we. Alright, this again is from the equator. Okay, so 23.5 degree north, 23.5 degree south. This part is your torrid zone, which I will explain you a little later. Okay, it is also called tropical zone. After that, from Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle, and from Tropic of Cancer to the Arctic Circle is the temperate zone, and above that to 90 degrees north, and here below this to 90 degrees south, it is the frigid zone. Though it is not mentioned here, you must know that the last degree towards the poles is the frigid zone. Alright, I hope you've understood so far these many things about the latitude, children. Thank you so much. We will meet up in the next session.